This is 27-year-old Matt. He fell in love with 48-year-old Eric. But living in the deep south, when they met, neither man had come out as gay. And when they did, it wasn't met with open arms.
Our hometown is mostly conservative. It's not too accepting, is it?
When I came out, I was a pastor of a local church. I was dismissed from my post.
It came out of nowhere. I didn't know my dad was gay. I was shocked.
Growing up in the South, you just hear it everywhere, that it's not okay, you're not normal.
How do this couple navigate the tricky world of being Christian and gay in America's Bible Belt?
When we first got together, I was nervous out in public. I think mainly because from hiding for so many years.
You're a whole new person, basically, and walking around, you're still set in that old way. Once you realize, like, hey, I can be myself and everything, it's really liberating.
I'm Eric, I'm 48 years old.
And I'm Matt, I'm about to be 28.
We have a 20-year age gap. We've been a couple since 2016.
And then we've been married since 2017.
I had run an ad for needing an employee to add to our demolition team, and Matt answered that ad.
Me and my friends, we were at my house, and this was when Matt was a worker for my dad. And I remember one of my friends was like, "Oh, Matt's cute. Like, is he your dad's worker?" And I was like, "Yeah." And at the time, he was like probably 24. But I was like, he's shy, but he's good looking and everything like that.
Matt and Eric became close, eventually falling in love. But neither man had come out as gay, and Eric was a married pastor with 4 children.
I actually got into the ministry at a very young age, and that helped me a lot as far as putting that inner self aside, even though it was there and it would come up occasionally and within myself, and then I would just defeat it with things that I was taught over the years, homosexuality being wrong, and just set it aside, but it would never go away.
I kept my sexuality a secret for so long, mainly because of, I guess, the fear of other people, like what they would think or what they would say. Growing up in the South and stuff, you just hear it everywhere, that it's not okay, you're not normal. It was easier to just keep it in.
It's just not acceptable in most communities, and especially growing up in the 70s and 80s, here in the South, it was difficult. When I came out, I was associate pastor of a local church, so immediately I was dismissed from my post. There never was any counsel or even asked directly. It was just, we can't have this, and I was dismissed.
Some people have really stated that they don't agree with it. There are a few people that we just don't talk to anymore.
Even you had a family member that says somebody will kill y'all. If y'all get seen in public, they'll kill y'all. And if they know you're a couple, somebody can kill you, and those kind of things. And that kind of registered at first, but then after a while, that went away.
Out and about around here or something, it's more so like they think we're just like a dad and son or something, or
My children were upset at first.
He came out when I was a senior in high school, so I was 16, 17 years old. I don't think I was really angry at my dad. I think I was more confused. It came out of nowhere. I didn't know my dad was gay. I was shocked, to say the least.
I told my kids that they could say anything to me they want to say, and I made my apologies to all of them for not being up front earlier on, but I also let them know that I had no regrets either, because had I accepted early on, then they wouldn't exist, and I wouldn't change that for the world.
To have a relationship with my children now, and it being a good relationship, is major relief. Far better than I suspected, and a lot faster as far as the recovery of the relationships. And here's my oldest daughter, Sissy. She will turn 30 her next birthday, and she lives with us full time, and she is our shadow. We're thankful to have her. She's a blessing.
We live in a community that is very rural. There's a church, a traditional church on most every corner.
It's mostly conservative, and for the most part, it's not too accepting, is it?
If we're in public, we don't show any PDA or anything like that. We don't want to offend anybody. But we also have a golden rule
no,
too, that we won't deny who we are. We are who we are.
He will always be my dad, so I don't wish any different because he's happy. He's the happiest I've ever seen him, and I just love them both.
Us in a relationship shouldn't bother you in a relationship. We don't affect your relationship at all. If it bothers you to the point, you need to probably look at yourself in the mirror.
Coming out, we didn't even realize at that time that there were so many advocates out there, so to speak. We probably thought we were the only two gay Christians. Just out of curiosity, we had Googled gay-friendly churches, and this particular church that we attend now was actually the first one to come up. It feels awesome to be accepted and to be able to walk in a church and we could be seen as a family and as a couple.
Nobody's hiding. Nobody's bottling something in or keeping a secret or anything.
As a matter of fact, after coming out, I believe that my relationship with God is much stronger because he already knew, but now I'm more honest with myself.
This is Jared. He fell in love with Sean.
Fell in love with you from the moment I met you.
But Jared's family refused to attend their wedding.
It was hard because I really did want my family to be there. Because of the community, it was really difficult for them to attend because of the whole tradition thing.
And worse still, they face worrying threats online.
I've had death threats saying if we see me and Sean, my husband, in town, they're going to throw acid in our face, they're going to kill us, go after my family.
Will Jared ever feel fully safe to love his husband?
It's what I'll get typically when I'm in Darliston. I think we should go because I don't feel safe at all. It's going to be mine and Sean's 2 years anniversary coming soon. I'll show you the outfit that we wore for our wedding day. It's Bangladesh, that's their home country. Like, the day was amazing. We had a low-key wedding and it was the best day of my life, to be honest. It still feels like yesterday that I got married and the happiness hasn't gone away.
What made us fall in love was his personality, his kindness.
The one thing I fancy about Sean, am I allowed to be rude? No. What do I fancy about Sean?
Despite the wedding being the happiest day of their lives, Jared's family chose not to attend due to the judgment they received from their community about their son's sexuality.
It was hard because I really did want my family to be there. Because of the community, it was really difficult for them to attend. Because if the community found out that me and Sean's getting married, there would have been a lot of hate going on that day. More likely, the wedding would have been stopped if they found out. 2 years on, I'm still actually facing judgment, a lot of judgment in my community. I find it difficult to go back to my hometown where my mum is. It's a really small, compact Islamic culture. You should drink. Thanks. Do you expect my family to be there?
I was expecting your mom to turn up.
At least my sister.
Or someone from your family, but it was very disappointing and upsetting to see that.
When you knew what, they couldn't come.
It was upsetting for me because when I wanted Jay to be happy and I could tell that a part of him wasn't happy because of his family wasn't there.
Hoping to help others that face similar judgment, Jared shared his story online.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
However, his channel also attracted hate and criticism about his sexuality and faith.
Well, my YouTube channel, Jared's Journey, is all about my life. Growing up, me coming out, the judgment I get from other people and how I dealt with it. On the actual, not coming out video, the actual wedding day and the video that was filmed, people saying, seriously, just leave Islam if you want to do that. Hope they burn in hell. Like, it's disgusting, the things that people actually say. They're not even Muslim. I get married to a man and automatically I'm not a Muslim anymore. I've had death threats saying if we see me and Sean, my husband, in town, they're going to throw acid in our face, they're going to kill us, go after my family. It did scare me. I was afraid to leave my own house. I was afraid to walk anywhere by myself, especially at night.
Jared has returned to his hometown, but still receives judgment from some of the community.
What just happened then?
It's what I get typically when I'm in Darlaston. I get random people just shout abuse to me as per usual. It's kind of the usual for me. Walk down the streets or anything and just people like that from the cars will start swearing and cussing.
How are you feeling right now?
A bit anxious, to be honest, because I don't know what to expect from anyone. I think we should go because I don't feel safe at all. That was quite my life for 15 years, knowing that I'm this thing that I don't know what it is. I couldn't even explain what I was, and knowing how angry my parents got and how the community reacts to people like that. That's what kept it locked inside my head for so long. So I thought, you know what, I'm a bad person, because I was so desperate to get rid of the homosexual in me. I've had mosque teachers after mosque teachers. They gave me some tablets that made me really, really ill. I lost a lot of my identity when I went there. I lost who I was. I was completely numb.
At an especially dark moment in his life, Jared found hope unexpectedly.
I can remember sitting in the bench trying to find kind of a sign. I can remember saying to God, please just show me a light or show me something. As soon as Sean approached me, he sat next to me and he spoke to me, I just knew from that moment, like, this is like a godsend. That was my darkest time ever. So him coming to my life and like uplifting my life, I fell in love with him straight away. When you spoke to me, I automatically felt comfortable and I felt safe that I could tell you anything. I could tell you exactly what's going on. And I know, somehow I just knew you would understand. I fell in love with you from the moment I met you. That's the first moment I fell in love. And from then on, I just married you. Everything that I've been through, neglect and judgment from my mosque, from my family, from my own country, it was worth it to get married to Sean, because I finally found my freedom. I could be who I am. This is the day where I became who I am. I know I'm gay and a Muslim, and I'm so proud of it.
With his marriage to Sean giving him the pride and freedom he's wanted for so long, the couple finally feel free to love, despite the judgment they face.
From my community to this one here, it doesn't compare at all. Everyone's open to be who they are, whether they're gay, they're Muslim, no judgment at all. On that day on that bench, I thought I would never feel this happy. I am proud, I'm open, and I just want to send a message to everyone, whoever's gay and Muslim and struggling, that this can be done. This is workable. I'm living proof that you can be gay and Muslim and live a happy life.
This is Nay. She fell in love with Tay.
It was just like love at first sight. I just looked at her and had to double take.
We just instantly clicked.
When the couple first started dating, they were both women.
I wasn't happy the way I was. As a lesbian couple, I wanted to take it to the next level.
But Tay, having always struggled with his gender and with the love and support of Nay, decided it was finally time to transition and become who he felt he really was. But not everyone took him seriously.
I was changing my whole body, and a lot of people didn't agree with that.
She's like, he is like my sister, brother. I'm still getting used to it.
And even 2 years on, the couple still struggle to convince those around them that they are not both still women.
It affects me because I really wanted my mom to be here.
We've been married for a year. We met at the same job. It was just like love at first sight. I just looked at her and had to double take.
We just instantly clicked.
When Tay and Nay first started dating, they were both women. However, Tay always knew he'd been born in the wrong body. So at 21, he began his transition. But not everyone was supportive of his change.
A lot of people didn't agree with that. They didn't realize I wasn't happy the way I was as a lesbian couple.
And even some of Tay's closest friends judged his transition harshly.
I had a conversation with a friend who basically said they couldn't talk to me anymore because I was transitioning. They text me like, "Are you sure you're gonna do this?" And I said, "Yeah." Then he was like, "Then I can't talk to you anymore." He was like, "I don't agree with that type of stuff. I barely agree with you being lesbian. So I'm just gonna not talk to you until you change back to the person you was."
Despite facing a lot of judgment throughout his transition, with the support of Nay, he has never doubted his decision.
Just fell in love with Tay as a person, not like gender role. That never really mattered to me.
And now he's making things official.
What's in front of me is my documents showing my official name change and my new gender marker showing that I'm a male now. In the matter of Latasia Marquia Tanae Kennedy for the name change to Tay Michael Kennedy, the order has been granted. My sex from my driver's license is now male, and my journey is almost complete, where I am 100% comfortable with myself.
With his official documents in place, today, Tay and Nay are having family over to their home to let them know the good news.
So we're preparing this food for his family. Got some cousins, my parents, mom and stepdad. We are going to share with them about my name change, and we're going to share with them about my surgery that's coming in less than a week and a half, and also about how I feel about them and the lack of support that I feel that they're giving me right now. Out of this whole 2 years, not one parent asked me about it. I feel like I deserve an apology.
I feel like as long as we just hope for the best outcome, that it'll go smooth. Tay and his family have never really 100% sat down and talked about it. I think Tay is nervous. I can feel that Tay is nervous.
The first family they're expecting are Tay's mother and stepdad. But Tay's mother has chosen not to attend the gathering.
I would say my wife. It kind of bothered her because it was more like I'm losing my girl, and now I have a son. What's up? In here. She would cry at night and be like, "I'm losing my daughter." And then in the end, she would say, "But it's the best for him." So she was fighting her own demons with it.
Well, my mom's not coming. I'm kind of upset about that. But she said that she's camera shy and wasn't prepared for it. But I kind of know how she feels now.
Having learned how his mum feels about his transition, it's time for Tay to come face to face with the rest of his family.
So I got you guys all here today to show you guys that I got my name changed. To show you guys the documents of my name change. On my birthday, I'm getting a hysterectomy.
I didn't know that.
And then sometimes I feel like I do it alone because nobody really asks me how my stuff is going or asks me how my transition is going. And that kind of sucks sometimes too. So yeah.
You know I'm always there. Always.
When it comes to your name, when I get mad, I do be calling you your other name.
But I want that name to be dead to everybody.
But we trying though. With work, we have enough respect for you to try, you know what I'm saying? And eventually it will be 100% gone, but
I will start asking you more about how you feel about things, or if I see a change in you certain days, I will ask you.
It affects me because I really wanted my mom to be here because she has a different reaction.
And she's been texting me this whole time, asking me how's it going. So she cares.
Right.
She's like, he is like my sister, brother. I'm still getting used to it, so you can't judge me for me still calling you a girl sometimes. If this gonna make him happy, I roll with the flow.
Although Tay still has work to do with his mum, there have been positive steps made with the rest of his family.
We really talked about how I felt and how they felt about everything. It went pretty well, pretty good, knowing that they support me and knowing that they're trying. They had a couple hiccups with she, but I know that they're trying.
I feel like we've always seen our future together.
I love that she supports anything I want to do. I compliment her every morning to let her know like she's worthwhile, she's beautiful.
This is Christian. He fell in love with Matilda.
You were so open and outgoing that I just kinda fell in love with you instantaneously.
Wow.
The couple have always been honest with each other, with Matilda sharing her experience as a trans woman right from the beginning.
Matilda actually told me the very first conversation we ever had.
Your reaction was, "You're pretty hot, so I don't care."
However, not everyone has been as accepting as Christian, and the couple receive a lot of hate on a daily basis.
I have been scared when I get death threats.
I've gotten a lot of comments with the assumption that I'm gay. My name is Christian.
And my name is Matilda.
Just from our first conversation, there felt like there was something special, and it just grew and grew.
Christian and Matilda have been together for 8 years since meeting online.
Should we go for a hike later?
Yeah, he was so accepting and supportive right away.
And they have some exciting news.
We got engaged last summer.
You didn't have the ring.
I didn't have the ring, so I picked a flower and I tied it around your finger instead.
Sounds really cute, and I actually have
We still have the flower.
Yeah.
Before meeting Christian, Matilda struggled in the dating world.
As soon as you say the word, "I'm a trans woman," they kind of just like leave you at red. They leave the chat or they say some nasty comments. I realized I was trans when I was 15. When I was 18, I started HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy. And then I had all my surgeries and everything like that, maybe 10 months later. You know, if I wouldn't have had the surgery, I don't think that I would be here today, if I'm going to be honest.
So for me, being in a relationship with a trans woman, it's not something that really influence our relationship, I think, or our daily life.
I'm just as any other woman. It's not like, oh my God, I'm trans, like every single day. So I think it's the same with you. It's not really something that we think about.
It's not really a big deal.
No.
After seeing the negative response to the death of a trans woman in her country, Matilda decided to share her story online.
I haven't been completely honest, I guess. I was born in a male body. I always felt like something was incredibly wrong with me.
But this led to some unwelcome attention.
So I thought that I would create one video where I told people that I was transgender. I get a lot of love, and then I get a ton of hate. Okay, here's one. I'm scared for my future children growing up around these things.
If you're not gonna let your kids grow up to be whoever they want to be, you should not be a parent.
And also, why are they always referring to trans people as objects, like these things? This is a very typical one, so a gay relationship. They're always referring to you as gay, which makes no sense.
It's not something that bothers me. I know it's not true. I know you're a woman in every way possible.
Yeah.
I know myself.
Yeah.
I'm not gay.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it doesn't even matter. I don't understand why these people are so obsessed with labels. Honestly, I'm trying to laugh about it, but getting this much hate on a daily basis, it's a bit draining, especially these comments that can be so personal. They can really, wish me dead. I'm happy and content with who I am. We haven't met any judgment when we're out in the public, because you can't really see anything like on us that I'm trans.
Despite the difficulties they face due to discrimination and judgment, the pair aren't letting that stop them plan for an exciting future together.
We're looking for a house right now. We want to move to a house.
And maybe in a few years adopt.
Yeah.
Because that is something that we've talked about, that is something that we want. Also, in the summer of 2023, we're actually
planning on getting married.
Yeah, getting married.